Yo fam, it's your boy Jester. Now I'm sure many of you are curious as to what's going on here, so let me explain. Modding Legacy has been around for over 2 years, and recently we have come to the conclusion that we need to expand our brand name so that more people can appreciate what we do. As such, we at the development team here believe it is time for us to announce our grand rebranding. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce Modding Legacy. Our new goal here at Modding Legacy is to create mods that will appeal to everyone that is interested in Minecraft modding. Through our recent research, we have found that the general audience likes to have a dark and edgy tone within their game, as it allows for more possibilities as the kinds of lore that can be implemented into our Minecraft mods. For Aether Legacy, one of our future plans is to include a Dark Aether into the mod. The Dark Aether will be a more corrupt form of the Aether, set in a dystopian future where an unknown celestial force has taken over the floating islands of the Aether. The Dark Aether will have a brand new void dungeon, a labyrinth-like dungeon that has you spiraling lower and lower until you encounter the final boss. We do plan on adding more content to the Dark Aether in the future. Moving on to Glacidus, one of the future plans for this mod is to implement a nightmare world, a monochrome world which will be coloured red, white and black. The dimension will set place in a very dark area, and the player will be chased
Funny meme
by
word!
monstrosities, hellbent on consuming the player whole. To enter the nightmare, what you will have to do is sleep in a special kind of bed where you will be transported to your nightmare. If the player is to survive the entire night, then they will get a rare artifact and an advancement. However, if you die in the nightmare, then you will be returned to your bed, waking up. There will even be heavy metal music playing as you try to fight your way through the nightmare. If you want to listen to it, there will be a SoundCloud link in the description below. Go check it out. Another thing to mention is that soon we will be turning all of our modded servers into live services. This means that we will be implementing a new form of universal currency called gears. Gears will be used to purchase various things like new skins, loot amplifiers for dungeons, and even loot boxes, which can provide the player with various weapons and aesthetics depending on what mod you happen to be playing on. The way that you would be able to get gears is by subscribing to the Modding Legacy YouTube channel and interacting with it. You can also donate to our Patreon and follow us on our social media platforms. You'll also be able to purchase gears with real money, if that's what you want, because here at Modding Legacy, we believe the player should be able to choose how they want to play on our servers, and we believe that as developers, we should give the player the feeling of pride and accomplishment as they play through our mods, because Modding Legacy is all about making the player satisfied with our Minecraft mods. Of course, this isn't ready yet, so you're going to have to be patient for the time being. Lastly, we'll be creating DLCs for our mods. Most of them will be priced for around about $5 US. Here's a list of the future DLCs that we would like to create in the future. The DLC, which allows you to purchase all of our other DLCs that we create. The Startup DLC, the DLC that enables the mods to be able to be started up. The DDLC DLC, the DLC that puts all the characters from Doki Doki Literature Club into your game. The Portal Access DLC, which will allow the player to be able to activate and use the portals to the modded worlds. The Dark Souls DLC, which basically turns every mod in Minecraft itself into Dark Souls. The World Generation DLC, the DLC that generates the world itself for our mods. The Moa Armor DLC, the Aether Legacy DLC that adds one whole Moa Armor into the mod. The Destruction DLC, which lets the player be able to destroy blocks from our mods. The Construction DLC, which lets the player place blocks from our mods. The 9 Minecraft DLC, the DLC that makes your mod unplayable. The Curse DLC, the DLC that fixes your mods and makes them playable again. This will only be available after you purchase the Minecraft DLC. And last but not least, the Tallgrass DLC. The Aether Legacy DLC that will add tall grass into the... Nah, just kidding. We are not adding tall grass into Aether Legacy. So that is all that we have in store right now for the future of modding Legacy. If you have any questions, then be sure to be on our Discord server, and we'll be sure to answer them. Thank you fellow emojis for watching, and we will see you on the flip-flop. Bye.
Cheese DLC coming now for Blue Skies.